Visit the author of my book at Barnes & Nobles on August 17th if you don't want to feel my wrath.
Hello, welcome everyone to another reaction video today, where I'm going to be reacting to the full animation of Sonic X Shadow Generations: The Dark Beginnings. Um, yeah, this is after I've beaten the game on this, obviously. If you want to see how my reaction to the game, you can check it out on the Twitch channel. It should be posted down in the description below. Make sure to get that done. Um, but yeah, now that I've done all this, kind of want to come back and react to this animation, just to simply see like what I may glean from it now, since that I beat the game, I have the context and stuff like that. And so yeah. So with that all said and done, let's get to watching. Why don't we? Why don't we? There we go. All right, I'm excited. Let's get this started. Okay. The Space Colony Ark 50 years ago.
Shadow! Hurry! Hurry!
Good voice actress for her.
Please!
Very good voice actress for her. I forget. I think it's Stephanie Shee.
Nothing! Look!
It's lights.
It's the Aurora Borealis. You can only see them from certain latitudes down there. But up here, we can see the whole...
Maria.
Ugh.
Thank you. I just pushed it a little.
One thing I did say in my first reaction to this thing was I'm very glad that we're starting to actually see representation of how the neuroimmunodeficiency syndrome is affecting Maria, because we kind of don't get to see that. In fact, one thing actually that I liked about the Journal of Gerald, which I do have this book here, compliments to Retro Mary, um, is that it really shows how much Maria started struggling after a bit. Don't know if you'll be able to see it through this picture. Sure, right here. Let me just check to make sure you guys are seeing this. Yeah, you see right here? You actually can see that she has like lines in her cheeks, and she's in a wheelchair and stuff. It's actually very fun and interesting to see them actually playing with the dynamics of the neuroimmunodeficiency syndrome. And I'm all here for it.
That's all.
The low gravity here only keeps your condition in remission. You should know better than to exert yourself.
Yeah, come on, Maria.
You're right. But when it comes to the beauty of the earth, I can't help myself. I can't wait for the day when we can finally return.
I was created
Oh
here.
man, about
I
that.
don't know if there's a place for me on Earth. Professor Gerald made me the ultimate life form. I should be the key to all manner of medicines. Curing you.
The only person Shadow's ever allowed to hug him.
You and Grandfather are doing your best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both research.
All right. Yep, and right here we're gonna see the Gizoid. Um, for those not in the know about the Gizoid, the Gizoid was discovered by Eggman's son, Maria's father. Oh, therefore, it says here, I have uncovered a most interesting specimen from the warehouse. It was first recovered by my son, blank, who became quite the archaeologist. And you can actually see Emerald right here. I hope you are actually able to see that. I constantly need to like shift to its perspective. But yeah, you can see Gerald. You can see not Gerald. The Gizoid right here. Here. And as for the reason why it went into chaos, give me just one moment. It says here in entry 670 or 706 that after Gerald gave the Gizoid to Gun to tie them over a little bit so he can get a little extra time to work on Project Shadow, they basically had the Gizoid be absorbing weaponry, mainly thanks to the scientists. And once the Gizoid absorbed enough weaponry, it went AWOL. And the event we're about to see here, it's actually what causes the artificial chaos to go on a rampage and Shadow the Hedgehog. If y'all remember that level, and even though Shadow pacified them, it says right here an SOS was sent to Gun automatically. I dread the litigious reprimanding I'll have to endure next. This book is very beautiful, and I hope the Sonic fandom studies this a little bit more than they may believe, because this might actually give us a little bit of insight on how the timeline is supposed to be formatted. And I just dropped the book. Great. Alright, keep playing. Keep playing. Interesting that the Japanese version has 7 pieces of dialogue that's not present in the English version.
Was heading towards Grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him.
I don't. Oh no. I still love this scene.
I'll handle this. Just wait here. I'll be back. I promise.
According to the journal, too, it states that that it was the scientist that managed to subdue the Gizoid. But this animation tells us that Shadow may have also played a hand in it. Anyways, here comes great fight scene. Man, I remember looking at this step by step in my first reaction video. My gosh, this is so cool. And we get to see that Shadow's more of a proactive boxer than anything else. Maybe a little bit of kickboxing here and there.
No. This isn't right.
What is it, Shadow?
Prepare to be boarded.
The soldiers. They storm the Ark. Destroy all evidence. But it's too soon. It's happening too quickly.
Oh! We get to see that this is not a normal reality. And there we get Gerald.
Professor, we must...
Man. This does make me wonder, however, how different things would have been if Shadow was awakened a little bit earlier. If Gerald just had Shadow awaken in like a couple days, and Shadow just saves him. How different would things have been? Would Shadow still have his mind be reprogrammed, or I don't know. I think Gerald's mind was probably too raptured at that moment in time. Yep. This is all Black Doom messing with Shadow's mind. We know this now. Oh boy. And I'm here now. Dang, Shadow. What do you have against trees? That's so uncool, man. We need those in order to live. Who cares about your nightmare? I'm more concerned about the trees. And the moon is still destroyed, which is such a cool detail. There's a lot of detail on the Ark, I noticed.
No, that can't be. I need answers.
And we will get these answers in Sonic X Shadow Generations. Really good game. I highly recommend, by the way. Yep, Space Colony Ark 50 years ago. Ooh!
Tell that freak to stay away from me!
Oh man! Abraham Hammer! I remember being so hyped to see him in there. By the way, I also have the journal with me. He's me, so expect me to be bringing this up a lot. But we actually see that Abraham is even mentioned in here. And the funny thing is, Gerald in his diary actually states is that Abraham Hammer is the Ark's happy little accident over the past few years, which implies he was born on the Ark, which is actually insane to me. Yeah, he's a space-born human. Which I think there was someone that was like that in real life. Now we got this black arm larvae.
Are you alright?
Maria, I'm fine. It's just... The professor created me using alien DNA.
From the black arms.
Arms, he called them.
Yep.
The same DNA as this larva. This ugly, heartless creature. I may look like a hedgehog, but I'm really no different than this thing.
That's not true. You have a big heart.
Okay, so one thing I will note I am noticing now with this now that the animations are on one continuous cycle, the whole Maria hugging Shadow and being like, "Hey, I'm here for you," it is kind of repetitive. Yeah, that's the right word. It's repetitive because we already seen that at the beginning, and now we're seeing that here. It's very, we get it. Stop hammering it into our heads already.
Hard. It may be difficult for you to express it, but I know that deep down you really do care. About me. About everyone. What you do is what defines you. I know you're having a hard time finding answers, but I'm certain you will one day.
Oh, Maria.
Then, you'll find even more people you can trust.
One thing I actually do like about the moon, let's move this back a little bit. Yeah, one thing I do like about the moon is the fact that you see see how it has like a ring around it. That's actually something that's actually realistic with physics and stuff. So it's cool to see it happen here. In fact, that's when objects is too close to a planet, the gravitational pull will cause it to orbit around it. And that's something that happens. That's why the moon orbits around us. So if there's large chunks of something reaching that orbit, it will wrap around it. So I like that. The egg pods. Ooh, nice little detail there with Ruto isolating up upon seeing Shadow.
What are you doing here?
Just gathering some intel for Gun. I convinced Omega to be my
What's that sound?
What's your story?
Hold up. What was that sound?
For Gun.
What? Where did you make that sound?
Gun.
You guys hear that, right? It's like a whoopee cushion sound.
I convinced Omega to be my backup. What's your story?
I need a spacecraft to reach the Ark. I have
Team Dark
reason to
working as a
believe the
team
Black
again.
Arms have returned.
Well, you're out of luck here. This is just a supply depot. Hold that thought.
There's a lot of dibs being had here. Oh, my boy Omega, we need... I was so disappointed he only had got like one cutscene in the game. Like, come on, man. Dang. Dang, Team Dark working as a team.
About this spacecraft, I can take you to a ship, but in return, you're going to have to promise to come to Sonic's birthday party.
Which he never goes to.
Take that as a yes. Now then.
Well, I think he actually ends up showing up at the end of the... At the end of Sonic Generations. I need to replay that portion of Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Them funded the research that created you, and when they got you, they sealed you away for 50 years. My point is, don't get too caught up on any vendettas tonight.
Gun is not my enemy tonight. Obstacle in my way. I call dibs.
So that's just gonna be a running gag of Omega's character, I guess, with Ian Flynn's writing, which... Also, obviously that's the space dog from Sonic Adventure 2. No, I think it's from Shadow the Hedgehog, actually. Yeah, it's from Shadow the Hedgehog, right, because you have to homing attack its heads. Alright, 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 alright. So cool. And of course, I love that, and you can actually see the different angles he goes, which one he hits first. Oh wow, he even went for that one. He even went for those two, and that's very interesting. I thought those two would be the ones that were forgotten about, but no, he gets every single one of them. One second, Dad. Overly angry boy.
I wanted to destroy it. Shadow to Rouge. I'm in position.
Copy that and initiating launch.
Okay. Alright, and this obviously leads into the beginning of Sonic Shadow Generations. Oh, I forgot about these artillery cannons.
Omega, hurry! You have to take out those guns!
This is Commander Abraham Tower. All forces, stand down.
Abe! I brought that intel you requested.
And aided
The
in
Time Eater.
destruction of millions in gun assets.
Sorry, but Shadow needed some help saving the world.
If that's the case, despite all that's passed between us, he saved the world from Black Doom.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known I would have supported him if he asked.
When has Shadow ever asked for permission?
You could have talked him down, Rouge.
There's only one person who could ever do that.
True. And she was lost to us a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Stop it. That life was taken from me long ago. I need to focus on the mission at hand. threat lurks aboard the Ark, and I must eliminate it.
Alright. And that marks the beginning of Sonic X Shadow Generations, correct? Is there another one? Okay, no, there's no other. Alright. Oh man, like I said before, definitely go play the game, guys. I highly recommend it. And kudos to the animators for this, and all the writers, and including Ian Flynn and co. All props goes to you, because I'm so far incredibly enjoying the writing for everyone. And Kirk Thornton, you definitely improved that Shadow, and it's very apparent to see. Alright. Let's see. Now let's see here. Is there anything after the credits? Oh, there is something after the credits. What is that? Okay. Okay, so that was all it was. Alright. Well, and I get to play as all this stuff as well since I got the digital deluxe edition. All right, well, but that was gonna be all for today's video. It would seem. I hope you guys got to gain some insight into the history of Shadow and the Ark, and definitely look forward to any of the videos ahead of time. Because I'm actually planning on milking this game dry. I'm not gonna lie, I've been enjoying it very much. I'm gonna be hoping to make some YouTube shorts in the future. So if you want to see more content of this game, from someone who basically has everything, including Gerald's diary, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time. Adios, amigos.